G'day mates, mid-2021, Drive developers abruptly discontinues manufacturing CPAP machines that they've been manufacturing for decades. This was shortly after another CPAP manufacturer, Philips Respironics, announced the biggest medical device recall in history of their CPAP machines. And this recall was all about this stuff, polyester-based polyurethane foam that these companies put inside CPAP machines, ventilators, oxygen concentrators to reduce the noise of the blowers. However, what these companies didn't realize in their pursuit for sound reduction was this type of foam, PEPUR foam, doesn't have good resilience for heat and humidity. And over the years, the foam would break down and disintegrate inside the devices, releasing toxic chemicals, but also foam particles that can break off, get carried in the air pathway and blown down into your lungs. Now, this type of foam also tests positive for genotoxicity, so it can mutate DNA in the same way cigarette smoke can mutate DNA. Not good, especially for people who are using these devices for respiratory illness. And the tricky thing is, because the foam is inside the device, very hard to see if it's breaking down, unless of course you take the device apart, and not many people are doing that. So today, I'm going to show you how you can take off the back of your De Vilbus concentrator and check the foam for yourself. You can literally feel the foam, look at your fingers, see if there's any black smudges or see if there's any foam disintegration. All right, let's do it. Now, before we get started, I will mention that the risk of the foam breaking down is much higher if you live in a warm tropical climate. Yeah, heat and humidity breaks the foam down. All right, let's do this. Now, with my device here, this is a 2015 model, I believe. It's never been used. I bought it way back. I was going to do some videos, never got around to it. It's just been sitting in my garage. So I'm assuming the foam should look Mickey Mouse. Let's take it apart. Now, to do so, it's really easy, guys. We just need to remove the screws. I'll show you where they are. There's one here on the side, 2, 3, another one on the other side, 4, one down here, 5, and then 6. So 6 screws. Now, they are Torx screws. However, you can use a flat screwdriver head as well. But if you want to go and get the Torx screwdriver, it's T25. T25 for that. Otherwise, just use a flat one. But basically, we're just going to remove them. Straightforward. So I'll just remove them here, and then we can take the back off, and I'll show you what to look for. Six. And now the back. Comes off. All right, so the first thing I want to show you is the back of the casing. These oxygen concentrators are just packed with so much PEPUR foam. All right, now you want to feel the foam. It should be firm to the touch, and it shouldn't smear on your fingers. If you get black on your fingers, that's not good. And just look out for this sort of stuff. Now, this is brand new here, but you can just sort of see when it starts to disintegrate, what will happen is this stuff will just start to flake off. See, right now it's quite firm, but if you can just pinch that and it just starts flaking off like that, that's not good. Okay, that's what you want to check for. If it's lots of this sort of stuff and it's disintegrating, no good. So that's the back of the casing there. You can just see how much is there. And then in the device itself, once again, it is loaded. All right, so it's all here, it's up the top here, it's all down the sides, it's all in the bottom here as well. There's a huge amount. Now, it's right outside the concentrator fans here as well, all right? Now, I don't know, I think that's a filter. They might have some other filters in there. I don't really know a whole lot about concentrators, but what I do know is this foam breaks down due to heat and humidity. Who knows what sort of problems it can cause for you, all right, and your machine. So there you go. That's how easy it is. And to put it back on, it's the same thing again. It's really simple. You just literally just chuck it back on again. All right, and then just screw in the screws. Thanks for watching, mates. Obviously, if you're uncomfortable removing the back casing and inspecting the phone for yourself, you can always speak with your home healthcare provider, your DME, and get them to do it for you. In fact, now that I think of it, that's a much better option. Get them to do the heavy lifting, get them to inspect your device, but just make sure they do a good job and perhaps be there when they do it so you can also have a little bit of a sticky beak for yourself. You just need to be aware that this stuff is in these devices. It is in these devices. It is in ventilators and it breaks down over time with heat and humidity. And the FDA is asleep at the wheel. This issue is worldwide and it is so much bigger than they're capable of handling. So they've put it in the too hard basket. All right, so it's up to you to be aware that it's in there, that it breaks down, and to check it, look after your own health. Until next time, I was gonna say sleep well, but I'll just say look after your mates. Cheers.